Mr. Jim Allen. And although it is public comment on agenda items, I'm assuming you're speaking on the attorney transfer, right?
I am.
Yes.
And it is a matter of personal privilege when you don't get to give your eulogy because you're gone, but I guess I can give the benediction at my final meeting. And it's a privilege that I have my lifetime law partner, even though we don't work together on a day-to-day work basis. It was a privilege to serve with him, and I share any honor that I have professionally with David. He's here to talk for closed session. It's a privilege that I have him here. I'm going to leave some people out that I should thank. Phil Cavanaugh introduced me to Chris Cornwell in 2005. Chris was the deputy mayor at the time. Chris introduced me to Tom Jankowski, and Tom Jankowski hired me. Tom has been much more than a friend to me for all these years. He's been a spiritual advisor, strengthened my faith. He's a kind, gentle, decent person, and he's made me a better person. Tom lost the election in 2005, and there was a peaceful transfer of power in Hamtramck. I'm gonna violate the rule here.
Sue us.
Karen Majewski had the courage and the decency not to fire me on January 1st, and I became a great friend of hers over the years that I served with her, and I came to appreciate and admire her honesty, her decency, and I never had to question what she was telling me to be the truth. And the woman never took anything for the job, and served as an example to me, as a booster to this community. And I think for many years, in spite of what a lot of people said about her, was the glue that kept this community together. I want to thank Scott Klein for being an advisor and a friend, Anam Mia, Fidel Al-Mursumi, and this council and the mayor. I would like to say more good things about you, but I'm afraid that if I do, Nasser will accuse you of being a stooge on Facebook. But you've all been great to work with. You've been decent to me. I loved working with you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you very much. Never an unkind word to me. Never raised your voice at me. Never said anything to me that wasn't true, that I couldn't take to the bank. It was a pleasure serving you. I will be here to work with you in whatever capacity you need informally. People say that I profited in my time here, and they're right about that, but not financially. I grew as a person. I grew being able to serve people who needed it. In 2008, at the lowest point of my life, people think the last year was the lowest point of my life. It wasn't. 2008, the lowest point of my life, I was watching my friends who I went to law school with become managing partners of big Wall Street law firms, corporate CEOs, board members, passing me by, and I was a lot brighter than they were in law school, and I was feeling sorry for myself. And my older brother, who never missed an opportunity to kick me in the ass when I needed it, told me to quit pitying myself because I was feeling bad, because I thought what they would put on my gravestone was that I was the city attorney for Hamtramck, and that was such a bad thing. He told me I was here because I was needed. And I had a purpose. And that made me lucky. And he was right. So thank you. I want to thank Kathy Anger. She was a great friend. It was a privilege to serve with her. Max, you were just a kid when I met you. Called me the first week I was on the job to help him close down a drug house. And we closed that drug house down, didn't we? I don't think the chief of police liked it very much that patrolman was calling the city attorney outside the chain of command, but we did some good work together, and you continue to do good work, and I hope you continue to do good work. Too many other people to thank and name. The clerks, Ed Norris, Augie Gischlag, certainly Rana, great chiefs. Ann, you've been wonderful to work with. Matt, I haven't had time to work with him very much, but he's a great guy. People are lucky. I'm going to thank all the union heads. We butted heads before, but nothing ever personal, at least in my mind. Andy Alexiak is hurt right now. He's a good guy. And I hope the city supports him through his injury and gets him back healthy. And kicking O'Day and Zach's butt like he did mine. Andy Molesky, Detective Gonzalez, good guys. They really care a lot about the city and serving the residents. Andrew Robinson bleeds for this city. He cares a lot about his people. So you've got some good people to build around. Bill Diamond is not here tonight. John Hennessy. I'm leaving people out, and I apologize for all that. I have to say, because I've served with Mohammed for so long, I don't want to get him in trouble on Facebook, but he's a great guy, great friend. I've always been able to rely upon his good advice and good counsel, and hope I've managed to give him some as well. So my fortune here is never going to be measured in dollars. It's been the experience. Thank you all. Thank you. I'm going to call you.